got an amazing project to show you. This is on Kickstarter for multiple platforms, classic, modern, physical, digital, and this is Cronela's Mansion. And yes, this is kind of an homage to Maniac Mansion, but with its own personality. Multiple different platforms and options on the Kickstarter. This is an amazing project. I was sent a press kit for some physical demos. You can check out the demos on the Kickstarter page. It's actually an itch.io page. I'll put those links in the description below. An amazing project. Here's the NES version, and this gives a sample of the quality that you're gonna get. And so this is a fantastic release, and I can't think of how many years this took. Multiple different platforms: Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Switch, PC, PlayStation 5, Xbox, Game Boy Advance, NES, and they're working on Super Nintendo. And so there'll be a physical for Switch. I don't know if there'll be physicals for the other modern platforms. There is a physical release plan for PC. It's classic too. It's like a 3.5 disc with CD and many more goodies planned. So here's the NES gameplay footage, and for people that clamor for physical releases, this is the bee's knees. This to me is kind of what you want. Not only a physical release, but both modern and retro, and multiple different platforms covered. So whatever you're into, I'm showing footage on an analog pocket, so it's compatible with that. It looks fantastic. And so you can check out the demos of these. Amazing intro. I mean, for an NES game too, this looks amazing. Very well done. And want to share music, graphics, the interaction with items. Definitely it's got that Maniac Mansion vibe. I'm going to show you that. Just wanted to show kind of the intro, the graphics, kind of the story. And so much more information is on their Kickstarter and itch.io page. This was multiple years in the making, and hats off to all who were involved, because wow, this is an ambitious project. Just being a small-time publisher myself and publishing for multiple platforms, it usually, how it works is you publish something for one platform, it's successful, so then you move on to another platform. This company, they're just doing it all at once, so that's my hat's off to that bravery. And looks like it's doing well on Kickstarter. The Kickstarter goal is 125,000, which to me, with all these platforms, I could totally see that. It's ambitious, but fingers crossed. They made half of that in maybe a little bit less than half in the first day. So that's pretty awesome. Not even the first day. It's not even a full day yet. So fingers crossed. I'm pretty sure they're going to make it. But yeah, just want to show you interact with everything. Phone, you can make phone calls. What I should have done is use the number from the flyer on the first screen to call here. So yeah, so that's there's a lot of things that you can unlock and discover in this game. So there's everything you can interact with. And every version of this game is built from scratch. That's crazy. So I have a lot of respect for classic companies like Magic. They built typically versions of their games from the ground up for each platform. This is what Stranus did. And so they built everything from the ground up for each version. That's nuts. And so every version feels unique. And I'm going to show the Game Boy Color version now, which this is the Game Boy Color and original Game Boy. So you can play this on the original Game Boy as well. I'm going to show the Game Boy Color version. But yeah, fantastic. And so they do so many different things in this game. And it's a fun game. I don't know how long it is. That's a good question to ask. I do not know. This is just a demo, just to get a taste of what you're going to get. And if you want to go digital, if you're, just want to play the ROM, they offer that too. So here is the Game Boy Color version, a completely different intro. I just wanted to jump into the gameplay, a different interaction screen looks great, by the way. It looks fantastic. So you can pick up items, and the items are used in different areas. So yeah, picking up a bottle, wonder what the bottle's for. And I have to go to get into this pub here. I have to have a costume, and so I don't want to solve all the puzzles or anything. That's for you to discover and check out if you're interested in these types of games. So point and click games take me back to a time, just to like the golden era of gaming. So many fantastic memories. Maniac Mansion being top of that list. Played a little bit back in the day. Played a couple different versions, computer and the NES version. So I know there's going to be a lot of fans of this type of game, and they did a really good job of just like, it has a polish to it that you typically don't see on a lot of aftermarket games. I'm not calling this even a homebrew game, because this is very well polished, and this company looks very professional. So they also offer add-ons. They did send me a Game Boy case. You can get a Game Boy Advance case. This is an add-on that you can get yourself on their Kickstarter. So let's jump in, and let me tell you, the Game Boy Advance version of this is stunning. I was really kind of blown away by this version. I think, if I'm being honest, this version's my favorite so far. I have not played the Super Nintendo one, but the Super Nintendo one's like this. Holy cow. So I was really, really impressed with the Game Boy Advance version. I was blown away. And it just, I think part of it is all these versions are different. It's like, how long did that take? I mean, it kind of blows my mind to think of how many hours of programming went into this project, because it's multiple different platforms. Anyways, yeah, so here's the Game Boy Advance version, and it looks great with an enhanced soundtrack. And gosh, if you're into these types of games, this is your jam. It looks like there's different, there's subtle differences with the puzzles, dialogue, and action screens per version. So you're not getting like a clone copy for each version. Plays different puzzles. Awesome. Really sweet. So it definitely gets my thumbs up for just all the hard work that went into this project so far. Totally see why they went the Kickstarter route. As you know, it's a lot of hard work, and there's no guarantee when you do a project like that. You hope there's demand for it. I think this is gonna knock its Kickstarter goal out of the water, but it's always a risk, and so that's important to know too when you contribute. It is a risk when you go Kickstarter route, but if you want to just check out the demo and wait till it completes its Kickstarter and go that route, you can. Or if you're someone like me that likes to support these projects, yeah, it's good to support them, because that's how we get aftermarket games, folks. And definitely is an ambitious project and pretty amazing. I'm pretty amazed with the Game Boy Advance release. I can't wait to see the Super Nintendo version. It is early in development. They're going to have something soon, and they'll be posting that on their social media sites as well as their Kickstarter. But yeah, definitely in the comments, I want to hear from you, and let me know, did you play Maniac Mansion? What version did you play? And what did you think of it? Did you play other point and click games of the time period? Definitely it's a time period gameplay mechanic that has kind of gone away, but there's a lot of people having nostalgia for this, and it's fantastic to see a game utilize this iconic interface, because it was such a big important part of my upbringing, of my especially PC gaming. I know for many people out there, you have fond memories of these types of games. So if you have some memories of any point and click adventure game, in the comments let me know. and it was really enjoyable to put this video together and support a wonderful project. Thank you so much for viewing this video. If you do like what you see, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I am uploading videos every week. I've done nearly 1,500 videos. Thank you for the ongoing support. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the Immortal John Hancock, and take care.